But the
Let's
fabulous
change.
conversation. Yes.
Oh. Manage channel, manage channel.
Battle.net. Battle.net. I choose you.
Overwatch. Doom of the Fruit.
Nanny? Did you actually call it that?
Yeah.
You better play Doomfist.
I can if you want me to.
I mean, thematically, it only makes sense. I just realized something. There's a lot of candies. Their motto, their catchphrase or whatever, is taste the blank.
What?
Right? Like Skittles, taste the rainbow. Pop Rocks, taste the explosion.
Taste the doom!
I'm already Tracer. Maybe I'll be Tracer. I'm already Tracer. Tracer? I barely know her.
Taste your doom. Heek, I invited you.
I'd rather trace my doom. I'm still loading.
It's going to time out. Load faster.
Wait, no, that's Lucio O. That's Lucio O's motto. Taste your doom. Did you know that they actually did that?
No.
Yeah, you can buy Lucio O's. So there's a character in here. His name is Lucio.
Okay, so switching
Blizzard
DPI.
teamed up with Kellogg's to make Lucio O's for a limited time only.
So what I was trying to get to is that
now traveling to Busan.
Can you not talk over me? So we have the definition.
Fabulous.
I'm just gonna rage quit.
I'll stop.
So we have the definition of what we want our tools to be, but we have things that we need to work out with it, right?
Ah, your mic peaked.
Sweet. Good to know.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Just like, remember that one scene where Toph went like that? I was like, sweet.
Yep. So we have things we need to work out with it. Namely, what specific instances would a tool be used? What I was trying to work out with using the tree grower was, what would we consider using a tool simply to get the mandate in a situation
I was hunting me
or in a mental
Reinhardt.
state to use the their powers. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Does that sound like a thing that you could be comfortable with?
Maybe.
So, for example, they could have a gun, right? That means something to them. And that's it. It just means something to them. It doesn't help them at all with their actual abilities, but what it does is it gets them in a point where they know who they are and what they're doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You were about to do that stupid voice again, weren't you?
Yes.
I'm going to kill you.
No, you're the healer. I need you.
That voice. Yes, I'm going to kill him one of these days. I'm just going to walk upstairs with a knife and kill him.
I need you to assist me. I'm a tank and you're a healer. Just wait for it. It's gonna be so
Why
great.
is somebody just constantly firing when they aren't even here yet? Ouch!
I did it! Ah! Ah! Help! Help! I failed.
I'm out. Twist sniped. Okay, so
I got trapped.
could you see a situation like that working?
What is damaging me?
Could you see a situation like that working?
Yes.
Where their tool that they've imbued or that they use to as a conduit for their power is simply just an avenue for them to know who they are. It has nothing to do with them actually using their power.
Oh my gosh, Moira! Moira, heal me with your ultimate!
I think you guys are overextending a little bit.
I used my hook and it's just like, what? You're not moving.
Nice.
You can't just use your hook. That is so dumb.
You should play Phantom Forces. I've never heard of that. Why does this look like a giant paintball gun? Because it is an air rifle.
More of a dart gun.
Yeah, but it's air.
Oh no.
Roblox. Why would I play Roblox? Oh, I'm out. So, that's kind of my idea there, is I think, we need to define whether or not that's a good situation, and in what cases would that be valid. Like, for example, would using a blanket be valid? And it be like something they alter the size and shape of and the consistency of it. Does that make sense?
Ah, I almost had the diva off the edge.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What did I say?
The items just help them get in the right mental state.
Right, so it could be something like a blanket or a gun or just something simple that means something to them that they use as a conduit for their powers. That they always have something that they always have around them.
Both of our healers die there?
They understand completely. Yes, I believe so.
Nope, 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 nope.
Just a scratch, you'll be fine. 30 seconds remaining.
What the? What the heck was that? Just stop letting me move my camera. Oh wait, that's not a spray, that's actually just a dead body.
Victory!
Like, that's a weird spray, just a leaping diva. Oh wait, no, that's a dead body.
Okay, so let's think of this situation. We have a character that has this game is way too loud to have that loud. Okay, so we have a character that has a block of wood, let's say, right? That's their tool. And what they can do is they can a block of wood.
Okay.
Like, let's say from like the one from Mr. Magoo's Wonder Emporium.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Don't think that's Mr. Magoo.
No, it's not. I don't remember what it is though, but you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So just a random block of wood, cleanly cut and polished. Okay?
Okay.
And what it is to them is it's a block of wood from the first tree they ever grew.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So,
Oh, somebody already took Wrecking Ball heal. Maybe I'll be
they can
Winston.
grow a branch from it and grow a tree. And they've altered the genetics in it in such a way that they can, that it's what we were talking about last time with having, like it doesn't grow by itself, it doesn't need nutrients, or it doesn't take nutrients, it doesn't produce seeds, and it's easier for them to grow with energy.
Stole my kill from me by killing themselves.
Do you know what I mean? Junior, Heek.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm listening.
Got it.
Block of wood, they use it to grow trees from.
Right, so instead of carrying...
From the first tree they grew.
Right, so instead of carrying around a box of seeds like we'd originally thought, they would have a block of wood.
Okay.
And I think that that's a good way to kind of change that up. Is
it'd
they
be
could
different
have...
for each person where they get their stuff from.
Right, so like you could have a
That is
leaf, or a banana, like weird things that they've altered in such a way that it doesn't get destroyed or doesn't decay.
Or like a piece of burnt firewood, like Frank.
Right.
Something along those lines.
So I think changing the tools up like that would be very useful.
Whee!
And I wanted to verify that I was on the right track with
Yes.
that. What?
Yeah, I just did something really fun though. I knocked out both. I'm stuck.
Where
Mom,
are you
I'm
stuck?
Look up.
Nice. That'd be a good hiding place if we got attacked in here, but you can't, so it's not useful.
Yeah, you don't even take damage in that area, so...
Can the enemy players even go in there?
No.
Yeah, so, like I said, not very useful. Oh, I hate this room.
You mean this map?
Yeah, it's so easy to get flanked. Ouch, I fell out the window. So
everybody died.
It wouldn't even have to be something useful to them. Or not useful, meaningful to them. I think having characters like the guy from Trevor. I think having characters like Trevor from Castlevania could be interesting.
The guy from Trevor.
Yes, the guy from Trevor. I think having characters like the guy from Castlevania could be interesting. And I just walked
Wait,
into a
Paul?
captured area. I think having guys like that could be interesting, where they prefer to fight with specific things that they know, like his sword and the Morning Star, and they work best with those. But they know how to pick up any material and work with it. Does that make sense?
Oh, come on. I just got the Reinhardt down in the most amazing way possible. They just walk straight into their soul draw.
Oh my gosh. I hate this map.
This is not your time. Thank you, Angela. I will keep you healed. Do something! Attack the objective!
What? It wasn't letting me move? What the heck? Why was it making me move so slowly?
Okay. Good morning, Nessie. How was your dentist appointment? Oh, I'm dead. I walked off a cliff. Ouch. So, like, what kind of dentist appointment was it? Was it like a cleaning, or did you have to get fillings?
Old soldiers are hard to kill.
Oh, you
Ouch. So yeah,
Neat.
like, you've got all of, like, the dead skin inside your mouth now, don't you? Ow. I have a filling in every one of my teeth, and this one over here is loose, so I have to have it go done again. So, not fun. So I had like 3 weeks where all of this skin was dead in my mouth. Because I had them done one right after the other. So as soon as I was healed, I'd do it again. And it was the worst thing. Okay, so do you agree with that kind of idea, Heek?
Yeah.
So now that we've got that out of the way, my character, I still don't have a name. The name of the story is A Woman of Song and Ice. So that's kind of her standing name. So she has a violin that means something to her for whatever reason. Let's say it was her first violin, right? Or the violin she learned to play on. And she uses that to change how she thinks about the attack, and also to alter the emotions of those she's attacking.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm in a hole.
I hate these maps.
Whale. Okay, so she has her violin, right? With her violin, like I said, she uses it to alter not only her emotions, but those around her, and that's how she casts her magic. And I know that you're feeling that the mandates should be split between physical and magic attributes, but the way that I'm looking at it, all of what they're doing is considered magic, but they can explain some of it. Does that make sense? Heek.
Okay.
So they know, and it has all been called magic, but some of it they can explain now. So they know how it works in greater detail.
Well, no, I'm wanting the magic bits to be like they're getting that power from the gods.
I would say they get all of their
physical
powers
bit is
from
their
the gods.
own power.
So you're saying that they should be able to naturally alter physical properties of matter,
Yes.
and then the magic bits like defining rules and that kind of thing is
lent power from the gods.
okay. But then how would you explain that the gods have those powers? That they're just gods?
Yes.
I was just standing on the ledge. Help! I died. Was that a team kill?
Just about, I think.
Oh yeah, I was the last one. Wow.
Eyes on the bad guys.
Okay, so I kind of see your point there, but the way I've always imagined it, once we started separating it, is that they've always had these powers, and some of them they've recently started being able to explain as they've had people looking into it, and we've had a better understanding of
Are you
the
kidding
physical
me?
properties of the universe.
What the heck? I wasn't even in the range of that. I'm really getting annoyed by these maps because every time I try and do something, this dumb geometry. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and I'm getting annoyed by them because they're so easy to get flanked on. There's no good, like, point. And everybody keeps running ahead.
This is not your time.
I think these are just bad maps for our chosen characters.
Probably. Because, like, I can't find a good point to find the entire map from. Whereas, generally, there is.
Heroes never die.
Hey, Heek, I've got my ultimate. Oh,
I was on the
doesn't matter.
point, what the heck? And also, you know, it wasn't doing the beeping thing, which is dumb.
I got
It's
the beeping.
supposed...
I think you're broken.
Just randomly Overwatch decides, no, you don't need to know that you're about to lose.
Yeah, I got the beeping.
That's completely useless information to you.
Oh yeah, it totally is. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and you know, I was on the point
Okay,
before
so
it ended.
I'm trying to think. Where was I? Do you remember?
Do you want to find a different...
With it.
Hey, wrong channel.
Is that...
Sorry, I switched into a different channel by accident.
Okay. You might not know this, but we keep the same teammates and opponents unless you leave game.
Yeah, I know.
Or unless the match is disbanded.
I figured as much. So do you want to switch?
Well, we already sorted this match. Oh well.
Never.
This is a better map.
Well, it says not enough players,
Oh.
so
Well,
we
let's
could leave.
stop.
But it might just put us right back in this one since there's not enough players. Is it actually going to play us on this map, though? Ouch. Okay, where was I talking? Am back once again. Welcome back. Let's see.
I'll rest when the fighting is done.
I don't remember.
Aww.
Dang. It's too early. How is it too early? Oh, well, yeah, I guess it's 1 o'clock.
Too early for what?
It's like too early for her to be awake.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Maybe it's
10
too
a.m. for
late.
you.
Maybe it's too late for her to be asleep. Oh, for her to not be asleep.
For me, it's 1 p.m., so... Whoa! Shields block the sleeping thing? I thought I was just missing all of those
Oh
times.
my god. That is so dumb.
I wasn't cut out for retirement anyways.
I'm trying to remember where I was.
Oh my god.
Take your medicine.
Stop zigzagging! Go! My BF didn't wake me up
Just
like
get
usual.
good.
I'm bad and I always will be.
What the?
You're going to live.
What the heck?
Die, Peter.
So what happens when the top timer runs out?
When the what?
The top timer runs out.
You're put into a different skirmish.
I
Nerf this.
That was funny. Okay.
Ah,
I really don't remember where I was talking. Do you, Heek?
I stick up for my
No.
Oh.
Get too close to the sun.
What the? My hook is now walking the way it's supposed to. It just didn't hook there.
Leaving a skirmish
Ah.
to join game. Yay. Okay. So let's try and start a different conversation then. Last night we were talking about how they should be able to define rules, right?
Yes.
So, defining rules is something that we're wanting mandates to be able to do, particularly when joining fights.
Okay.
Oh, I remember where we were talking now. We were talking about how they were getting their powers. So, and this
No.
is actually relevant in the current situation.
We were talking about the specifics of the rule-making system.
No, not last night, just right now.
Oh.
So, where they're getting their physical powers versus magical powers.
Yes, I
So
want their physical powers to be something that they just innately have. That's what they have to unlock.
Right.
Okay?
But
And their magical powers, or things that they borrow from the god.
okay. And I get your point, but I'm thinking they should have some inherent magical powers. That are legitimately just, we don't understand why we're able to do this. Does that make sense?
Maybe.
So, oh my gosh.
What?
I just fell off the edge.
You are the worst ever.
Okay, so they would have their physical powers and they would have their magical powers, but I'm saying there shouldn't be a distinction other than we don't understand. We have powers that we get ourselves, and we have powers we get from the gods. In some cases, the powers we get from the gods can be classified as physical, and in some cases they can be classified as magical, but we don't understand some of them. We can say that this one is magical, and we can say that this one is defined by these traits and can be done legitimately this way. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Oh, I'm off the edge again. This time I actually got pushed though. So my idea behind that is that it opens it up to be a slightly soft system, in that not every single thing that they don't have to explain is gotten from the gods. Does that make sense? Or received from the gods, however you want to phrase it.
No one can hide from my sight.
Okay then. Winston's going back to the moon, it looks like.
Back to the moon?
Yeah. That's his home? He was raised on the moon.
Nice. Who's Winston again?
What the heck was that?
Soldiers are hard to kill.
I ulted, and then suddenly I couldn't move and all my health was being drained.
Ouch.
Oh my god.
Defeat. Well, and I'm still
What
in
is
kill
going
cam.
on?
Okay, so what do you think about that way of looking at it?
Okay.
Oh yay! I made I made a death and kill of the game, or play of
Oh
the
my
game.
gosh. That Bastion is so dumb. He just stopped firing.
Who didn't do a thing? What?
The dude that's saying noobs.
Ah. And that's our team?
Yes.
Nice. You want to find another team?
Sure.
Okay. Escape.
Most of them have probably left already.
Leave his group. Okay. So if we look at it from this perspective of they have the ability to physically alter objects, right? And then they have
Never.
other abilities such as setting rules, transferring energy over long distances, and what was another magical ability? I feel like there was a third one there that we were classifying as magical. Do you
What the-
remember?
Hey,
What the that's not right. What is going on
eyes
here?
on the bad guys.
My hook didn't land, and so I had to fire it again. Oh my gosh.
Welcome to Junkertown.
Okay.
Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
What was another magical ability? Heek.
I don't know.
Okay, so let's just ignore that part. So we've got the ability to physically alter objects, and then the ability to... Forestry is kind of a mix of the two. So the ability to alter physical objects,
Never
and then
fighting for what you believe in.
the... Oh my gosh, why can I not think? So the ability to alter physical objects, the
heck is
ability to
going on?
transfer energy over long distances, and the ability to set rules, right? The ability to set rules and the ability to transfer energy over long distances are definitionally magic because of the fact that they cannot be explained physically, right? Is that how
Hey.
we're defining...
No.
Okay, then how would you define what would be magic and what would be physical?
Okay. Physical abilities, or the ones that they have. Okay, yeah. I didn't use my hook there at all or anything. Okay, magic abilities would be the ones that they get by them being lent to them from the gods, and my hook did nothing there? I'm sorry, but what? I hooked onto the edge and it just... It didn't... Ugh! Why does it keep doing this to me?
Oh, they're behind a wall. My problem with that definition, though, is that prevents the characters from having any soft magic of their own.
I require healing. Have my thanks.
Does that make sense?
Go. I'll give you
Okay.
Because that's what the magic basically is it's just soft magic. Whereas the physical abilities are hard magic, right?
Yes, that's the idea.
Right. So if we're only defining magic as the abilities that are gained from the gods, then in order to have a soft magic system, you have to go through the gods.
Yeah.
Which I guess makes sense to a point, as in order to gain that soft magic ability, there's a cost. But I think they should have some soft magic that isn't explainable, such as the ability to set rules that you don't have to go through the gods to get. I feel like they should have the inherent ability to set rules. Does that make sense? My ex had said that he could talk to spirits, put you in pain and such. Nice. Oh, we have a Christmas chat. What is this? Why do we suddenly have a Christmas chat? Ouch! Well, I'm out. Okay. Do you kind of see my point there? Like, I think most of the soft magic should come from the gods, because there does have to be a cost for it to be legitimate. I cannot speak in Christmas chat. Ethan can apparently, which is weird. I get that that has to be a thing, but I feel like having some soft magic that they can't explain makes sense too. Does that make sense?
What the? What the? Get back, Reinhardt.
Oh, I'm out. Okay, hello, Hannah Banana. How are you?
Oh, no, no, the door closed.
Oh, I'm stuck out here now. I gotta go around, don't I?
Oh my gosh.
I've been stunned. Hey, there's someone behind us.
Yes, it's a tracer.
And I'm out. Okay, so do you see my point on that front?
Yes.
Okay, and what are your thoughts?
Eh.
What does mean?
I don't know.
So how would you solve them being able to set rules automatically?
I guess I guess it could make sense for them to have a little bit of magic themselves. We could do it like they do in the Kane Chronicles.
How do they do it in the Kane Chronicles?
Um, it's like a well of magic, but it's also your life force, and it's really small.
I'm out.
Old soldier.
Okay, so it's a well of
Oh
magic
my gosh,
that
my
you
hook
pull
is just
from.
not hitting what I'm aiming at.
So it's a well of magic. What does that mean?
Like a well of power, and can have severe physical detriments if you use it. If it gets too low.
Okay, so my idea with how their magic works, magic as a system, not magic as in magic versus physical, okay, is they have all of it will be based on the fact that they have physical control over the universe, okay? But and they can explain most of it. And in the past, they just explained it as magic, right? Because it's primarily based on them being able.
I want there to be a distinction between their physical abilities and their magic ones.
I'm about to explain said distinction.
No, an actual distinction, not just, oh, we don't understand this.
I'm about to explain said distinction. So they have these abilities to alter the physical universe, right? And then there was a time where they didn't understand how their powers worked. They just had the ability to do it. And since they can see the universe particle by particle, they had the ability to understand better, but not the ability to articulate it. Because those that had the powers weren't necessarily the people that could understand them. Does that make sense? They could understand them on a level that they could explain it to themselves, but not to other people. They weren't people like Einstein that could comprehend what was going on at, say, the quantum level. Does that make sense?
Okay.
But since they could see how the universe was working, they could get that understanding of what they needed to do. Does that make sense?
What the? Yep, this should happen.
Hugbot, thank you for the hug. I think.
Oh, hello, fellow Hammond.
Just put everyone's UUID.
Hey, fellow Hammond, get back here. Where you think you're going? Where you think you're going, fellow Hammond?
Lightning drink and a pineapple pizza. Nice.
What?
Oh, that's what the lightning drink was.
Heals, heals, heals. That's a sleep door.
I wanted you to sleep.
You're going to
Doesn't work on teammates though, which is stupid.
Ah.
Welcome to Oasis.
I have an act.
fight for what you believe in.
It's in Cape Craft. It's an announcement. Oh my god, an at here.
So I'm getting that you're wanting it to be a distinction between their magic and their physical capabilities.
Yes.
But I'm not seeing how that's any better than having just one system of physical capabilities, and some of them they just don't have the ability to understand.
Oh wait, we're not stuck in the waiting room. Hello, Reinhardt. Ah.
Finding a new game. Nice.
Traveling to Hanamura.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
Do you see my point?
Yeah.
Like, what are we gonna
But-
gain by having them as separate systems?
Well, the magic is gonna be soft and explain the soft magic things that they do.
Mm-hmm.
The physical one is gonna be hard, and it'll explain the actual things that they do.
Right, but what are we gonna gain by having a hard distinction between the two? Why can't we just say, oh, we can't explain this?
Because then that. Oh my gosh. Because then there's nothing behind anything.
No, hold on.
Everything becomes a soft magic then.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
So, my thing about it is, they have the ability to alter the universe at a quantum level. We know for an absolute fact that we don't fully understand the universe, right? So,
Okay.
how can you expect them, as people who can see the universe at a quantum level, to be able to explain everything that they're doing to define it as a hard system?
I don't want things like the rules to actually be physical things that they do.
That's my thing. I'm not wanting that to
No.
be that.
Okay?
It would be part of their magic, but it wouldn't be...
We had this figured out.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
No, we didn't. There's still problems with it.
We had this figured out, and now you're trying to change it, and you're making problems.
We didn't have it figured out.
For what you believe in.
We don't have it figured out. We didn't before. There's still things to figure out. There were still things to figure out, even if we kept it the way that you had it. Most of this is me asking questions about the way that you had it and coming up with a solution. Like I said, what is keeping it as a separate system? Add.
Enemy in my sight.
Because either way, you'll be able to just go out and say, oh, this is the soft part, this is the hard part, for any given situation.
It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
I'm out.
Objective is now active.
What the? No? That's not what happened? I had more health than that.
I wasn't cut out for retirement anyway.
So, I'm not seeing any advantage to keeping them as this is definitively magic and this definitively isn't. Whereas I'm seeing a situation where a character discovers something that they can't explain with this is physics and this isn't. Does that make sense?
I do not want them to.
Can you
just
please
all
stop getting
be the
angry, or I'll just
same.
stop the stream? This entire thing has just been you being stupid and angry, and it's getting frustrating.
Ugh! I'm getting frustrated because
Why?
you're not getting it.
You're not explaining anything. You're repeating the same thing and not bringing up your points.
I don't understand how you're not seeing my point.
Because you're not giving one. You're saying a sentence.
Obvious to me, and I don't see how you're not getting them.
Because you're not explaining anything. Just because it's obvious to you doesn't mean it is to everyone else. That's the point of language. And that's what I'm not getting with you, is you're just constantly going, oh, this should be easily explained, and then you don't explain it. So if you could explain it, that would solve the issue.
Okay, There needs to be a distinction so that we can have magic and the physics-based things.
Yes, I agree.
Otherwise, there's just nothing.
I agree there needs to be a distinction, and I'm bringing one up, but what is wrong with mine?
Because your distinction isn't an actual distinction. You just want it to be like, oh, either they understand it or they don't.
In what way is that not a distinction?
Because then they're the same thing. It's just they don't understand part of the same thing.
Yeah,
so they're
and
labeling it differently.
How is that not a distinction, though? They're labeling it differently because it is different.
No, they're supposed to be from different things.
How?
And fundamentally different.
Why? Why do they have to be fundamentally different?
Because otherwise they are the exact same thing.
Okay.
And there's no point in having them at all.
If they can physically do anything in the universe, why do we even need to have a hard versus soft magic?
Best round lost. Score
Explain that to me. Why do you want to have a system that has no definition and no limits when our hard magic system is the same?
Because there needs to be a distinction.
Between what? A system that has no definition and no limits and a system that has no definition and no limits?
They both have definitions.
What?
And they both have limits.
Okay.
The limits of the horde magic system, the physical magic, is whatever they can figure out how to do. Okay? And the limits of the magic system is whatever they have the power to do.
Okay. I still don't see those as definitive hard limits. To me, they seem very much like the same limit. Particularly since we were wanting what the gods could grant to be able to be learned given enough time. Like the ability to create matter and energy.
Just a solution to this.
So you're wanting the gods to be able to grant abilities, right?
Uh-huh.
And we had discussed previously, even on stream, I believe, that we were wanting those abilities that the gods could grant to be able to be learned without the gods granting them. Right? That the gods were basically granting the knowledge, because the knowledge was so complex.
No. The gods weren't granting the knowledge.
They were granting the ability gained by the knowledge.
Yes, but not the knowledge itself.
Right. They were giving you that shortcut. That's what I'm saying. You didn't have the knowledge itself so that you could teach someone else. You had the ability without the knowledge. That's what I'm saying. I misspoke there. So, what is the difference between having gods that can give you part of their ability because of the way that they understand it, because they've learned it, okay, and the ability to do anything that you have learned how to do? Do you see my issue with that statement?
No, I don't.
So, the gods are gods because they learned how to do the things that they're giving you.
No, the gods are gods because they're gods, and they created the universe.
Right, because they learned how to create universes.
No. In what? Name one universe origin story where the gods are given a reason as to why they were able to do what they want.
I don't know.
Exactly.
But I don't know many
That's not
universe
how that
origin
works.
stories.
That that's not how that works.
I don't know many universe origin stories,
Okay,
so
but
I can't really pull from anything there.
okay, but my point.
I mean, the
stands-
Avatar one is one. The gods there being the lion turtles.
Okay, but they never explain why the lion turtles know how to do what they do.
They did, actually.
What? When?
They were able to do what they did because they were first, meaning they embodied everything.
Exactly.
The knowledge
that's-
existed, and they contained it.
Okay,
So yes, that is quantifiably a thing.
Oh my gosh, why do I constantly get a Discord orb on me every time I jump in?
I don't understand your issue with this. To me, the two definitions that you give for the hard and soft magic are the same.
I don't understand your problem with my definition.
Because they're the same. That's my problem.
But they're not.
Okay, so one is your knowledge, right?
Uh-huh.
The other one is that they were given to you by a being with said knowledge.
Okay, but they're not giving you knowledge, they're giving you
No,
power.
they're not giving you the knowledge. But if you can gain that power with knowledge, what's the point in making
You
a
wouldn't
difference?
be gaining those powers through knowledge, you'd be gaining them through the normal
Because the
means.
other being had the knowledge. So, let's say a regular mandate learned the ability to go in and learn how to create matter, right? They gain the ability to create matter simply by knowledge. That is something that we had discussed previously. We wanted that to be a thing because we wanted them to be able to create their own cults of, hey, we're going to take over the world and we have this amazing ability that generally has to align with a god to be able to do. Right?
Uh-oh, Bob. Oh, do a bump.
Do you see what I'm saying?
You look tired. Healing enough.
I can't heal this turret, can I?
Carrot?
Turret.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna
no.
heal a carrot.
No, only Torbjorn can do that.
You're powered up. Get in there.
I'm feeling unstoppable.
I will keep you here.
No one can hide from my sight.
So, what do you say to that? With them having the ability to learn what the gods can grant them. To me, that defeats the whole purpose of having a soft magic system
Okay,
that
I
only the
tried
gods
to
can do.
explain a solution to this.
No, you haven't.
Well, they have a well of magic thing.
I don't understand that. Who doesn't want to heal a carrot? Potatoes? They want to be the top vegetable.
Cuphead.
Or, wait, potatoes aren't a vegetable, are they? Yeah, I have no idea either.
You're
What?
not getting rid of me that.
I thought I had more health than that.
So, what is this well of magic thing? Like, I don't get it.
Okay, so they have a well of magic inside of them. Like, it's a visualization thing with the well. Okay?
Okay.
And it starts off really small, and the more they use it, the bigger it gets. But using it at all is extremely dangerous because it's so small to begin with. And
Okay.
it is your life force. Okay? But using this would be how you use magic.
Okay.
Okay? So that would be where your power comes from.
I'm still not seeing how that's a solution.
I'm trying to make it to where the magic points have an actual magic system behind them.
But that's not changing anything. Now you're just saying, in order to define magic, we have to say they do this instead of this.
No, this is solving the problem of how it's different.
Yeah,
how they
that
get
solves the
their-
problem
no,
of how it's
and-
different.
And how they get the more advanced powers.
Winston report.
Never
But that's just another thing
believe in.
that they have to practice versus yeah, I don't I'm trying to get this. I don't understand how that really changes anything other than it's another thing that's been added on.
It makes it to where they're not just unlocking these abilities by understanding them.
But that's been the whole argument from the beginning. That's been the
Then
whole
why-
idea of the mandates.
Oh my god!
Has it not?
It is.
So then why are we adding another system on top that completely undermines the first system?
My original thing with the magic separation was it is to solve the problems you had with the physical magic.
And what problems
And
are
now you're-
those?
The fact that we can't do things like the rules. Because it just doesn't make sense.
To an extent. One, that's only one problem. That
Yes, you have
can't-
many more problems, and this was my solution to it, is the magic system. Now you're saying we just don't have a magic system.
No, I'm saying we don't have a strictly hard system that we have to have definitionally. What I'm not understanding is why it has to be a run-of-the-mill, you have energy that is stored inside of you magic system.
We have to get this thing moving.
I don't understand why adding a second system on top solves any problems. To me, it just sounds like it makes it super complicated for no reason. Well, I'm off a cliff.
Okay, it
I'm-
is the only solution I can think of for these problems that you have with this.
I'm not ready to hand
Okay,
it
the
up.
problem I have with just having a physical system. Let's go back to that. Okay?
Watching your back.
Okay.
Just going away from any magic system at all.
Mhm.
Is there are things that we can't do. That is my only problem. Things that we cannot define by what we know today with physics. Right? That is
Yes.
legitimately my only problem. So you saying that I have other problems that it solves and not being able to give any of those problems does not
Okay,
add anything
but
to the argument.
That is the solution to your problem.
Okay, but you said problems, plural, and then when I tried to say,
But,
do you mean problems, you said
I
yes.
thought you had more. Whatever.
But you couldn't name any of them. And you didn't know which ones your thing was solving, so that's a really bad argument. Yeah, this is getting a little heated. So you... Okay. So, back to the definitional physics system. They can only do what they can physically understand, but they can see the universe in a way that allows them to understand beyond what we have as a natural standing point. They don't have to go and take a physics class, right?
Okay.
They can understand it naturally, just the same way I could look at a square and understand that it's equal on each side. I don't have to go and take a class in geometry to understand that, right?
Okay.
That, to me, fits with what I'm trying to say. Where they understand it, but they can't explain it. I can tell you this square is equal on all four sides, but I'm not going to be able to do any advanced mathematics with that.
Okay.
Because I don't understand it to the degree that...
Heals, please. I'm behind you.
I don't understand it to the degree that a mathematician does. Does that make sense?
I'm at 1 health.
I'm dead, so I'll be back in a moment. I don't understand the squareness of a square the same way that a mathematician does, as an example. I know that the
Okay.
squareness of a square doesn't go very much farther than that, but as an example, right? So, as a mandate with the ability to see... I'm dead again. With the ability to see the universe as it is and as it functions on the smallest scale, you can understand the universe at a... like a... what's it called? Like it's inherent to you. You see something function, and you know how it functions, but you have no way of describing that to someone else who doesn't see it the same way. And you don't have words for it.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So the system I'm describing fits totally within that, in its entirety. Because you don't end up with a system outside of it. Just that definition right there. The ability to see the universe at the smallest scale and understand it without having to see, or without having to fully grasp the implications. That was close. Oh, I'm dead. Well. I think I'm dead. I'm at 29 health. Hi. Okay. That fits within the system, because there are going to be things where the character has done something, but cannot explain it. They don't
I
know
lost
the words
connection
for it.
to the game server.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, and I'm pinging really bad.
Soldier 76 reporting mission.
What is going on? Okay, I can move again. Oh. Nope, I'm out. Looks like the internet died. Okie dokie.